So, I just recently started a new job at a bounce house place. Yeah, that's right. I get to set up bounce houses. Don't get me wrong, it's actually not as good as it seems, because it's a lot of hard work. But since I just started a new job, I started thinking about the old job that I had, and that was as a custodian. An early morning custodian. Yeah, I woke up at 4 in the morning and started work at 4:30 in the morning. It was great. But anyway, so actually starting at 4:30 in the morning wasn't as bad as it sounds. Okay, it was terrible. But I mean, it was quiet. I got to listen to music and occasionally there were some pretty funny stories. So the following are going to be a couple of the stories that I can remember that I think other people would find amusing. So, I started working probably 2 weeks before the semester ended, so I got to work through finals week. That was like my second week of work. But the building that I cleaned is the HVAC, so there's a lot of people there who are artistic and like to stay overnight in the building and just do their projects because they don't want to stop. So I'm like working 2 weeks into my job, and I'm going along, and I'm sweeping and dusting and mopping, and I come to this one room, and there's like one kid in it, and I was like, oh, this is it's 5 in the morning, like he's been here all night because the building doesn't open up until 6, so he didn't just come in. And so I go through and I sweep and I chat with him a little bit, and then I come back through to mop, and there's like 4 other people there. Evidently, the first time I went through, they were just on a food run because they were hungry, working on a project together. But it was really cool because they offered me a donut that they'd gotten. So, yeah, I got fed on my job that one time, and it was really cool. And people at 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning that have been awake all night are kind of funny. I mean, there's a couple of other times that I've found people sleeping, like in bathrooms on the couches, because some of the girls' bathrooms have couches, and just on random couches throughout the building. So, yeah, that's another one of my stories. Isn't so much a story about something that happened to me as about my feelings. But when I was a early morning custodian, I worked there for a year, and for the first 8 months or so, I worked by myself. So I got all these creepy places. Actually, everywhere's creepy when it's dark. But I would walk up these stairs all by myself, and there was a glass door that went to the outside, and it wouldn't be open until 6, so I would go up there at about 5, and I don't know why, because walking to work was totally fine. I didn't worry about running into people or getting kidnapped or being killed or anything, but when I went up those stairs, there's a glass door up there, I was sure that zombies were going to come attack me, and I refused to look out that door. It was like the scariest part of my morning for 2 months, and then I don't know how, but I just kind of got over it. But it's still kind of creepy, you know, because every once in a while I'll still go up those stairs and I'll be like, zombies are coming, even though they're not. There was never anything remotely to remind me of zombies, but that's what I thought, because I was tired. So those are a couple of the funny stories from being an early morning custodian, and I hope that there's going to be funny stories from setting up bounce houses this summer, or from whatever else I decide to do this summer, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll tell you about them as they come up. Anyway, have a good day.